Alright, so I got the design. Um, when I did this, um, it's really hard. I swear to God, every time I do it, like I'm ready to crumple it up in a ball and start over. Always see it through to the finish. I can. You got to remember when you're doing stuff like this. You're sitting here and you're like, okay, I like this piece right here. I like that one a lot. I don't like this one so much. I don't like that curve. But you got to remember that when you're focusing on that one line, it's just because you haven't seen the rest of it yet, and you forget about that. That when you're completely done, you're never going to see it. What you were seeing when you were focusing on that one line when it's done, because for one, this is all going to be hairy pinstripe like the front. So the design's going to change. It looks cool here. I'm happy with the majority of it, but the finished product's going to look a lot different. So just keep going with it. You're going to have little things to nitpick, and you'll see from here, like right here, I changed and I put another piece in here, and there's other stuff that I've done, and even when I cut this, you will see a complete difference from when I'm done, or when I first did the pencil drawing. But let me step back a minute. I want to let you guys know, and I should have done this earlier, this surface has been sanded. You never, ever want to do anything like this on something that's not sanded. The problem is you'll walk away for the day, and you've painted all the color on here, and next thing you know, you come out, go to take it off, and the tape pulls it all off. Well, that's because the paint doesn't have anything to stick to. You have to do a sanded surface. Luckily for me in this instance, I had to sand everything because that's the look I'm going for. Otherwise, if you were doing something, you're doing a shiny piece, you do like I have here. This is just wet sanded up to here, and that's all I did. Wet sand your panels. Here's another wet sand. Wet sand everything with... if this was just clear coated and I was going to do it, I would wet sand it with 600. Sand the whole panel down, make sure you don't have any cut throughs, and then go from there. If you're going to do this on that, you're going to clear the whole panel. This is a little different situation where we're just going to clear this. So if I was to paint this whole gate, I would have wet sanded that whole thing, done this, tape off what I didn't want to do, and then we'd keep going on from there. This is a little bit different animal, but I'll get into that, I'm sure, on some other stuff. Joe, Sunset, Illinois. Joe, Bazooka Joe, you need to get me your hood because we're going to need to do a video to document what I just talked about. So anyway, there's that. I'm going to sit down with a knife. I'm going to cut this out real quick, and then we'll start peeling it off and get it ready for paint.